This is Outdoor Lore. Come outside with us as Andrew, Luke, and our family and friends go outside and create memories, stories, and traditions that will be passed down for generations. Welcome to Outdoor Lore.
Welcome to Outdoor Lore.
Outdoor Lore.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Lore podcast. This one's been a long time coming. We've been trying to coordinate this for several months. This is the post youth turkey hunt where Jackson shot his first bird podcast, and like Jeff said, he could probably have organized a safari hunt overseas
definitely.
prior to our being able to get this done, just because of schedules and life and summertime. So we've been really excited about this one for a long time.
Yep.
Welcome back. How y'all been?
Been good.
Good?
Good.
Yeah.
Baseball season going good?
It's over.
It's over? Did
Yeah.
you win everything?
No.
Oh, well, we won't talk about that then. All right, so Jackson, who are you? What did we do? Introduce yourself.
My name's Jackson, and I shot a turkey.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And then we've got Jeff here, who was kind enough to take us out. We're
Yeah,
both,
good time.
Luke and I are both bad turkey hunters, so we couldn't have done it without you. It was much appreciated.
It was fun.
We thought we were bad turkey hunters, and then we both
Proved it.
proved it and confirmed it this year. Yeah, so it was cool to see that it is possible, despite our bumbling efforts
It
on
is.
our own.
It's a learning
So,
curve.
Quite the learning curve.
Yeah.
It's very different
Yeah.
than deer hunting.
I mean, I've never been deer hunting.
Yeah? Never? You
No.
want to?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. So, first and foremost, that was your first time shooting a gun, huh? What did you think of that?
It was really cool.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, it was just really fun.
Were you nervous about it?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did you not like about it? What did you like about it?
I didn't really like the kick.
Yeah, the 12 gauge packs a little punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he shoot the 12 gauge? Did he shoot the 12 gauge?
I
No,
did.
the 20.
You did? You shot the 20.
I thought
Shot
the
the
20.
20.
Yeah, you shot the 20
Yeah,
gauge.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to get you to shoot the 12. Luke was threatening to put a little slug in there for you, surprise you with one. Yeah.
Let's really get him afraid of.
Yeah, exactly. Start him off right.
No, I don't think that's probably the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you did great. What were your thoughts, Jeff, on like the experience of first time shooting and how he handled it and the lessons that were learned there and just his overall attitude? It was really cool to see.
Yeah. So I mean, I was most impressed. I think when he rattled off the range safety rules.
Oh, yeah. That was
Yeah, that was
So,
really cool.
That was, so I mean, it told me right away that he was, kind of prepared for the experience.
He was taking it serious.
Yeah, and then when he actually shot the first time, we gave him this choice of what he wanted to shoot.
Went
first,
right to
and
the 20.
He picked the 20.
Right to the 20.
Wrong decision.
And I mean, I think that's actually one of the things that turns a lot of beginner shooters into potentially bad shooters is they start off shooting dad's 30-06 or 12 gauge, and then it's really hard to break that cycle.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, he handled the 20
Yeah.
like a champ,
Yeah.
and
You did. Yeah. You didn't like it, but you handled it.
Yeah.
and then
handled it.
I mean, he shot the 410, and then obviously that's a lot more pleasant to shoot.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was a cool gun.
Yeah.
I think backing the 20 gauge up with the 410 kind of took away that anxiety of the recoil. Where if
Yeah.
we just left him with the 20, it would have maybe had that training scar, that issue going
Yeah.
forward. But right away, he fell off his horse, so to speak. It was a little bit too much. And right away, he switched to something that is like now very manageable
Yeah.
and had confidence with it. I think that was pretty important.
Sort of like throwing a penny ball in baseball, like where you threw something heavier, and then the regular baseball felt light and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like like on the on-deck syrup, we could swing a heavy bat, or
Yeah.
you get
Exactly.
the donut on there, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Sledgehammer.
That's right.
So then, yeah. So
Yeah,
then when
yeah.
you get up there and you actually pick up to your
Yeah.
bat, it feels a lot
Right.
lighter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
My phone's going off. Not a good look.
Mine's
Act
all
like you've been there. Act like you've been there.
Barely,
Yeah,
barely
seriously.
been there.
Okay, so shooting was a blast. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And then day of the hunt, you were fired up, super excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were bouncing off the walls. Did you sleep at all the night before?
I think I did. Maybe, and probably not a lot. But I think I ended up falling asleep.
Good. It was a really cool setup. We had a
Yeah.
4-man blind.
Yeah.
It was snug. We were cozy in there.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't a 4-man blind, but we fit 4.
Probably
in
a
there.
3 with
Yeah,
4 people in it.
Yeah. So it was a little
It
tight.
was 3.5 man blind.
That's right.
The property was beautiful.
Oh, it
was
is.
so
It's very
cool.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. And first thing in the morning, what was your first thoughts when we had, what was it, 10 gobblers
Yeah.
all around us, if not more? It was a lot.
I was thinking if like one comes down, like, and I shoot, I miss it, which ended up happening. I thought they were all gonna go away and then it'd just be over.
Yeah.
So I was like really nervous, but it was also so cool just hearing them all just like go off.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we were in the blind by what, 5:15?
Yeah. So it
Maybe
was super
5:30.
early.
We got in
I mean,
real
it was
early.
still dark.
Yeah, we had a lot of dark. We probably had 45 minutes of dark before sun up.
Yeah.
And essentially the whole time they were gobbling.
Yeah, we had
Like
that
from
one.
your first owl call.
Yeah, we had that. Well, we had that one when the couple owls
Yeah.
they started, and that's not typical.
No, that wasn't
Like,
a normal
it was-
experience.
Like well, that first bird that gobbled
Mm-hmm.
was super early.
Yes.
Like normally it's it's cracking daylight.
Okay.
Obviously not sunrise, but cracking daylight when they'll start.
It was still full dark.
Oh no, it was pitch black.
Yeah, full dark.
And the problem up there, if you want to call it a problem, is that because of where you end up, like with that blind, it's obviously preset, so we're going there. You have to get there super early, because if you go in there at a half an hour later when it's just starting, when there's enough light to see, like you saw that day, is that, I mean, we had a turkey 50 yards from us.
If not less.
So, yeah, I mean, that particular property, if you're going to hunt out of a blind down in that area, you have to be there super early.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to sneak in.
No,
to that
no,
blind.
you
Yeah,
would you
there's
would
too many birds.
Yeah, you
wouldn't
would have
been able
bumped
to
that
sneak
bird.
in. Yeah,
No
yeah,
doubt.
No chance.
I guess it's kind of off topic from y'all's hunt, but my own curiosity. 2 turkey seasons ago, every time I went out, now I didn't know what I was doing, clearly, but I had
You still don't.
I still don't. I had turkeys gobbling around me, like 10 or 15 of them, it seemed like, every single morning.
Right.
And then this year I had cameras full of coyotes, and I had very quiet turkeys. Have you experienced anything like that, or seen something like that? Or is it just like super anecdotal, maybe? Like
Yeah,
I'm just
I
down the
mean,
wrong
not
days?
really. The properties that I hunt, obviously we have plenty of turkeys, and we have plenty of coyotes. I think the coyotes, I mean, they'll pick off a turkey if the opportunity presents itself. And I've actually I've shot coyotes that have come into my turkey decoys. I shot one with a bow several years ago that came in and actually, knocked over one of my decoys.
Did you end up shooting the turkey? Did another turkey come?
I can't remember that day, but I do know it was I was bow hunting, same general area we were, and had a coyote sneak in and just full tilt, went right for one of the decoys. I ended up shooting that coyote, but I don't know if, I think people give turkeys too much credit for like being smart. They're not smart. They're just programmed, to survive. I don't think they have the ability to like pattern people like some people say that you can, or deer can pattern people or whatever. They're out there doing their thing, and I mean, a perfect example is you shot at that one and missed.
Yeah.
And we still had turkeys gobbling after he shot.
Yeah.
So it's probably anecdotal then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the days I'm there, they were not gobbling as much versus last year. Because I was thinking that all these coyotes running through probably
Spooked them.
Well, spooked them, or they just decided it's not a great time for me to be making a ton of noise. Because Andrew called in coyotes,
Yeah.
so same kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering if, because we had them all, we had turkeys all over trail cams as well.
Plenty of turkeys.
Yeah,
They were just quiet.
And we saw them all the time. I think we were just bad at calling. I think we're just bad hunters.
No, I don't. So
Because there was coyotes everywhere. They're still everywhere, and we need to go take care of them. But the turkeys were everywhere too.
yeah,
Just couldn't get on.
I heard from a few other people today or this year that said that their season was really rough.
Really?
But then I looked. The game department puts out annual harvest. It was like the fourth best season Virginia's ever had.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's the people out there that say, it was super tough and the birds weren't gobbling, but yet, the state comes back on report after the season and says it's like the fourth best season Virginia's ever had.
I don't think coyotes can ever be an excuse for my poor hunting. I was just curious about
I'm
whether.
willing to make that excuse.
Well, I'm definitely not making an excuse. I think it's just more of it was more like an anecdotal question. Like, is it possible that the increased coyotes this year resulted in less gobbling? I don't think it resulted in any less birds. There was still plenty of birds there. I just didn't hear as many gobbles. So, anyways, sorry to take away from Jack's
What?
story. I just had a question. So,
Little side tangent. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so talk us through what was going through your head, Jackson, when we had that first bird, like Jeff was mentioning, probably 50 yards in front of us, gobbling before sunup, and we're talking back and forth to it little by little, and then take us to the point where you first see the bird up in the tree,
So
and just tell the story about what happened.
I saw it, and then I was like thinking like I don't really know what, but like it was like really cool because like I didn't think we were gonna get one like so early, like see one so early, and then like it was just pretty cool that we saw it, and then what?
Yeah, so it flew down. It
Yeah.
flew down right in front of us. It flew sort of away from us, sort of like at 11 o'clock away from us a
Yeah.
little bit. And it went down to the ground. And then Jeff started calling it in, and it starts strutting its way back and gobbling towards us. And at that point, we're like, okay, we might get a shot on this one. What are you thinking as that's happening?
So at the range, I already wasn't that comfortable with shooting that far. Like,
Okay.
So then when he said, like, when you said I might be shooting it, like, I knew that I didn't really want to shoot it because I thought I might miss because
Okay.
it was so far. It seemed so far to me. And then, like, I don't really know what happened.
Yeah. So what was the shot? Roughly how far? I didn't have a great
think
angle on it.
So I ranged that tree.
Mm-hmm.
That tree was like right about 30 yards.
Okay, that's about what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and the furthest we shot down there at the farm, I think, was 25.
I think that's right. Yeah. So it was pushing it. It was a little bit of a poke.
Yeah.
And you squeezed it off, and I think you went just high, right?
Yeah.
And for a second, we're like, oh no,
Yeah.
we got an injured bird. We were like, we reloaded real quick, and we tried to get you back on him, and he sort of just sauntered away unscathed, right?
Yeah, I mean, within 30 seconds, we were watching him, and he was doing his thing, walking away like nothing had really happened.
Yeah, he was completely unfazed. The other birds were still gobbling. It was like a thunderclap, and they just sort of all chilled. And you had mentioned that turkeys don't really react to gunshots like deer do, where they kind of just ignore it first to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, during the regular season this year, I was hunting with another young guy, and I actually called in 3, and turns out he missed the first one, and they ended up just milling around. And I mean, that was the first bird that I shot this year. So, again, he shot, missed, and the other 3 hung around. Those 3 hung around, and I was able to get on the other one, but.
Yeah.
Not like deer. Like normally deer,
They're gone.
you shoot.
You're
they're
gone.
not. They're
Yeah.
not hanging around.
No. So after the miss, super disappointed, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh my
I was
gosh.
also worried that I like just barely hit it, so it was like injured.
Yeah. It looked totally fine. It walked off under its own power. It wasn't limping or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't think you injured it. I don't think you need to worry about it. I think that bird's either still alive or in Jeff's freezer. So
It might be in your freezer. I
it
wouldn't
might
be totally surprised if
it
that
might be
wasn't
the same bird.
that
Yeah,
came back.
it's certainly possible. So we sort of shared some stories about all of our own misses and how it's part of the hunting, and
Yeah.
you kept your head about you. It took us a little while to sort of calm down and get some food in us. We stretched
Yeah.
our legs. It was, what was it? Probably, I don't know. We sat there for another hour, 2 hours before we got out and had some breakfast, a little snack.
Yeah, it's
and then-
just hung close. I think it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time I didn't even know what time it was.
Yeah. It was quite the experience. It was like a storybook type first hunt.
Yeah.
So after we had our peanut butter and honey sandwiches, Sandwich Kings, and swapped some war stories about all of our own personal misses, we get back in the blind, start calling again, and we have birds on all sides again. Like,
Yeah.
there was birds behind us, there was birds to our left, there was birds to our right. What's going through your head now that you're like, okay, we might get a second chance here? How are
mean,
you feeling?
I was like shaking so bad.
You were. I've never seen Tom fever or buck fever so intense and for such an extended period
It
of
went
time.
on for a while, didn't
A
it?
while. You must have burned 3,000 calories just in tremors.
Yeah.
This man was shaking like a leaf.
Yeah.
But you were holding it together, having a hard time breathing, but you held it together really well. So for a while there, we were looking at the bird up to the left of us.
Yeah.
Up that path, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't really want to come down to us.
Yeah.
And then as we're looking at that bird, we hear Mr. Tom gobbling behind us, and much closer.
Oh yeah.
Much closer.
Yeah.
And when that happened, talk me through that whole series of events as he's walking in, as you're getting ready.
So, like, I was just really nervous because I've already missed, so I was already like down on myself. Like, if I miss again, I'd just be I probably wouldn't be able to control it. I'd just like give up. I'd just be like,
Time to go home.
nope.
Yeah.
And then, so as he's getting closer, I'm just like, he's so close that like I felt like if I made like just like moved my mouth, he would be gone.
Yeah, you did a really good job staying very still. And
For some reason, like I wasn't shaking as bad, at least I don't think, as I was when the one we were looking at the one on the left. Maybe I was and I just didn't notice it.
yeah, I think when you saw the Tom strutting and coming into Jeff's calls, I think you calmed down a little bit. I think you got
Yeah.
really focused and locked in and super still. And how long was that walk-in? Was that pretty normal, or did they usually beeline it a little faster? Because he took his sweet time just moseying on it.
It totally depends.
Okay.
It's. I mean, some will circle, they'll hang up, leave, and then, 30 minutes, an hour later, they'll come in silent and, from the totally opposite direction. Some, on the other hand, will. I mean, it's like they'll beat a path to you. So there's really no rhyme or reason. It's just turkeys.
So not being there, something that I thought was kind of cool watching afterwards was when you were a little bit down on yourself from the first miss, and now it's time to like get it together because there's a chance you're going to get on another one.
Yeah.
Like all three of the guys that were with you built you up and kind of brought you back. Like your dad's like, hey, you got to drink some water. You got to calm down. You got to stop shaking.
Yeah.
And Andrew was telling you stories about how he'd missed something. And at one point, Mr. Jeff said, you've got to be still. Like, he said it in a kind way, but with complete seriousness, and you were still. Because you were so panicky and shaking at that moment that when he like snapped you out of it, he's like, Jackson, you're going to mess this up if you don't sit still. Yeah, I don't think he said it just that way, but he said it in a way that you stood up or sat up straight and you were completely still. So it was kind of cool to see all four of you. Like he was just filming, and your dad was there for support. Jeff was there to call, but all four of you kind of worked together in that last couple moments to get
Yeah.
you in the right mindset and to make everything to come together. So that was kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
Everybody there had a pretty active role in that moment of the hunt, so that was cool for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll leave that for a little bit later. I was going to say something else. So birds coming in, and Jeff is just playing an orchestra of different hens and jakes and calls all over the place in the tent. It sounds like there's 6 birds in our tent.
Yeah.
And that Tom has no idea what's going on. So he's coming in and he's beelining, but slow and steady. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of buildup, and the heart rate's going up the whole time.
Yeah.
And what do we
Did
bring?
Andrew have that music playing in the tent?
No, no, no.
I should have. That would have been pretty cool.
No,
Link the
wouldn't have.
JBL up. Yeah.
That would have made me like,
Did you like the music that I put on it?
yeah, I did. It was really
Build
cool.
the intensity up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Jackson would have just tipped over.
So you called them in, maybe 15 feet, 20 tops, really close.
Oh yeah, he was super close.
I felt like he was like this close.
It was,
I mean, but
End
like,
of the gun.
Yeah.
You went from one extreme to the other. One extreme being the longest shot that you probably would have taken to probably the closest shot you could take.
yeah.
Without standing up in the blind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Barrel snuffed is what we call that. So you squeeze it off. Really good shot, first of all, because like Jeff said, when it's that close, your shot doesn't have time to expand out. So it's like you're shooting a baseball right through him.
Yeah.
And you put it on him. He went down quick. And then right after you shoot, the whole tent just erupts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a cool moment where it was like,
Like-
oh, we got him! And like, I'm in the back blocking the exit and holding the camera. And Jeff is trying to get out, so he's got to come through me. And you've still got the gun. Your dad's behind you trying to calm you down, trying to be excited and celebrate. So I'm like filming and diving to the side while unzipping. And Jeff runs out there and picks it up. And then it's just like the release of all of that adrenaline all at once. Have you ever experienced that peak of adrenaline before?
No.
Yeah?
Like, I felt like the whole time I wasn't doing it. I was just watching myself doing it.
Out of body?
Like, I was watching me do it, and I wasn't even doing it.
That's so cool.
Like, it was just so, like, I can't even, like, remember, because after I shot it, felt like everything just went black. Like, and then-
yeah. It was pure chaos for a second there.
Yeah.
Pure chaos. Yeah, so we jump out, and one of the...
In all fairness, though,
ahead.
you knew that was coming because I told you, I said,
I was
if he actually gets a turkey,
I was fully prepared.
be
I was
prepared for me to
not.
come.
I
'cause
was-
I'm going to be going
I
out
was
the door.
fully prepared, and I wouldn't have been able to stop it. You are a man on a mission. So I unzipped it as quick as I could,
Yeah.
and then just dove into Kevin's lap. We got a visitor.
It's doing, Popper.
Uh-oh.
We got 2 visitors.
Ferocious beasts here.
Hey. So we got Hachi and Ellie making a guest appearance. That's okay. Go get, go and get.
Hachi, go.
All right, cool.
So one of my favorite moments about the hunt, and from beginning to end, I was immensely impressed, Jackson, with just your attitude and your gratitude. One of the first things that you said, probably the first thing that you said after the shot, was thank you. You were just gushing with appreciativeness and respect, and I was very impressed by your character in the thick of the moment. You had a very, very good and mature attitude the whole time, so I can't commend you enough on that. Keep it up. I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed with you as like a young man. On top of a good hunter, you were an inspiration to a lot of hunters on how to conduct yourself when taking an animal and being blessed by someone who's got experience and an opportunity to provide you. So that was really cool to see.
And dealing with
Yeah.
a miss.
And dealing with a miss, just top to bottom, your attitude was really, really good. So keep up the good work on being a good guy.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I mean, we didn't have you, like, if I just went with my dad, there probably wouldn't have been no chance of it happening.
Kevin's in the background going like, "What the heck, man?"
Also true.
Yeah, also true. Truth hurts. Truth hurts. Yeah, and Luke and I definitely couldn't have provided you the same sort of experience. We could have taught you how to fail. So we would have gotten half of it.
And had a great time.
Oh yeah, we would have had fun.
Lots of peanut butter.
Lots
honey.
of peanut butter,
Peanut
honey.
butter, honey,
Yeah,
yeah.
lots. And apples. We were talking about that the other day. Sidebar. So Luke and I bring the same thing when deer hunting.
Mm-hmm.
We got essentially the same kit that we bring out. Somehow, Luke's backpack, 30 to 40 pounds heavier than mine. I don't know how it's possible. My only inclination,
It's food.
it's food. He's got 15 to 16 apples at the bottom of his bag year-round, all the time, for whatever reason.
It's not 30 pounds, but every time I go out, I pack the same thing. A peanut butter and honey, a granola bar, and an apple. And that'll get me through a full day hunt.
An apple.
An apple. Sometimes I'll get 2 apples.
But he never
Right.
eats his apple. So he'll have literally a dozen apples. He's got a bushel in his bag.
I did have 10 apples in my bag at one point last year.
10 apples.
Which
Are these all good apples? Like, or are they
they
rotten?
were.
Were.
Yeah, they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, he's a beast of burden walking in. And I'm like, how do you have this much stuff? What's going on? And, like, there was one time I had to pull your backpack up from the ground. Like, what are we doing, guy? What are we doing? It's like 40 pounds, 50 pounds of stuff for a one-day sit. Like, what's going on? This is crazy. Crazy. Okay, back on track here. So, birds down, and then another one of my favorite moments was just all of the questions about turkeys and the knowledge shared.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing that you learned about turkeys after the shot or during the hunt, just in general? Because they're really cool birds.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. All right.
all right.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
We got chaos. Don't mind him. You can keep talking.
I don't know. It was all so cool, just
Yeah.
to like experience it all
Yeah.
and learn so much stuff. Like I didn't know that like when they were roosting, like didn't really know how they stayed up in the tree, how they like feet locked
Right.
on. That was really cool to me.
That is
And-
cool.
It was just like so cool, and yeah.
Yeah. I like that we took a moment and just sort of chilled afterwards and looked at the bird, sort of saw its cool features and everything about it, and just sort of sat there and appreciated the moment before we ran out of there to take pictures. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of stuff and conversations that wasn't captured in the video that I wish, like, at some point I might go back to it and make, like, a director's cut where it's longer, where we capture all of the... Because I was filming the whole time, but I
Yeah.
cut a lot of stuff out. It was still a long video,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of stuff that was really good conversation and back and forth of questions and information being shared that you just sort of had to cut it out to keep the video moving. But
Yeah.
that was really cool for me, too. Thoughts on that whole sequence of events, Jeff? We sort of just skimmed through it at a high level. How do you think it all went?
So I'll say right up front that was a great, I think, first experience, especially for turkey. It wasn't typical.
No.
It wasn't. So don't base your future turkey hunt on the hunt that we had, because you'll be disappointed. It's not like that all the time. Sometimes you'll go out, like Luke said, and you might not even hear one. But it was good for the experience. Like, I think starting it off with, obviously you had never shot a gun before, so you had really no bad habits. So from getting you to shoot a gun and seeing exactly what it was going to do and get you comfortable behind the gun, and then go out there and like I said, that was an atypical morning. I mean, even on a good day up there, I mean, I've heard 6 or 8 before, but not the. I mean, that's probably one of the better gobbling mornings that I've heard.
I think something that we talked about with you beforehand, and that Andrew and I always talk about, is we don't measure success solely on what we bring home as far as did we kill something.
Yeah.
Like some of the best days that I've ever had hunting, I didn't kill anything. It's pretty frequent that you don't kill something. So
I mean,
if
more
you-
often than not, you
right,
Yeah.
yeah. It's important to have the mindset of like you're going out there to harvest an animal, but it's still going to be a good day,
Yeah.
even if you don't. So you just got a good day and a successful harvest, which is pretty special, especially for that very first hunt. I think that's pretty cool. So
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that will come with basically practice and experience, because like as far as like how to move in your seat, or like when to move the gun, or how to move the gun, or where to expect, in this case turkeys, where to expect them to show up, or when you're going to take the shot. That was all foreign to him. So it was like we were trying to basically like coach him through it on the spot, and I think it worked out. It worked out fine.
something that we see in like hunting media is if you just look at hunting TV shows, it's almost always success. Mm-hmm. It's like 99% success. And that sets a whole unrealistic expectations, where one of the things that we're trying to do is show not just success. We're trying to be successful every time, but we are showing, quite frankly, our failures, but also our wins that we don't bring something home. Like we have a 40-minute video from our last deer season where it was one of the best days of hunting. We didn't kill something. It was a successful hunting day. So trying to show that success is not just the harvest of an animal, even though it's a big piece. Mm-hmm. So something to keep in mind for next time, because hopefully you'll get out there to hunt turkeys next season. And if you don't get something, it doesn't change your mindset on why am I here? Like, yeah, it's an important piece of it is bringing something home and harvesting something. But a bigger piece of it is I'm experiencing time in God's creation. I'm hearing these birds. I'm doing it with people that I care about, around people that I care about, in places that otherwise, like maybe you'd walk through, but you wouldn't sit and really take in that experience of that area. So
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff that happens every single hunt. Like if you just sit and look, even if you're not successful, like you're gonna see something cool. Like last year.
and new.
And new, absolutely.
Doesn't matter how many days
I
you
had-
sat in the woods, you see something new every time.
I had one day hunting where I had a hawk fly right at me and land on like a branch, like right in front of me, stare me into my soul, and then take off again immediately. Scared the bejeebus out of me. But stuff like that, like not many people can say they had a hawk like 2 feet from their face. But when you're out in the woods, you see cool things and you make cool memories. And like Luke said, just time in creation, appreciating nature and all that we've been blessed with is always worthwhile, to just go out and reset and try to learn something and solve problems, because hunting is just one big problem solving effort where you learn a little bit more each time. Like I'm still not a very good hunter, but compared to last year, I'm way better just because of all the mistakes that I've made, where it's each time you're out in the woods, you learn a little bit new if you're trying to pay attention.
Try not to do the same thing twice.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. Unless it works. Then keep repeating those things.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Okay, so you got the bird down, and then Jeff showed us how to process and clean the bird and get all the meat out of it. What'd you think of that? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We had a sweet little setup down there by the river.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that? How did the bird eat? Was he good?
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Yeah, you think? Was he tasty? What'd you make out of him?
What did we make out of him, Dad?
That would require time off, and we haven't had much of that.
Oh, so you haven't eaten them yet?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you're gonna have to let us know when you eat them. He's getting old in there. You gotta get some turkey nuggets going.
You only recently found a recipe you want to try.
What are you going to get? What are
Jeff
you
said
gonna
he
make?
only recently found a recipe he wants to try.
I mean, I want to fry it, I think.
Or
Yeah.
Kevin, rather. You want to fry it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is you look up, try and find a good brine recipe for poultry, and you brine it for a couple of days, and then like if you want to fry it, you can make turkey nuggets
Okay.
or something like that.
How does wild turkey compare to like your store-bought butterball turkey? What's the difference in taste, texture?
I would say texture is about the same. So the dark meat is totally different,
Okay.
especially the legs, because in domestic poultry, a lot of that has been bred out. They're bred for meat or whatever.
Right.
With a wild turkey, the legs, you'll actually have like shards of cartilage that go down through the drumstick.
What's cartilage?
It's like between your knees, you have cartilage. When you hear people like,
Your ears made of cartilage?
yeah, it's have you ever seen like a chicken breast and you see that big there's like right at the end of the breastbone, there's a big flap of cartilage.
Like the white knob. Remember when he took the tenderloin and he cut and he just like pulled and that white
Yeah.
string came out? That was like cartilage or a tendon.
That's a tendon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tendon.
So cartilage is like, it's hard and it's not quite bone, but it's
Not quite fat, not quite meat.
yeah,
Not something you want to really eat.
it's not tasty.
It's
But
cushioning between bones typically.
Oh.
so they have the strips of like cartilage that go down in the legs. But normally with the dark meat, we'll do either pressure cook them or stew or braise or something, because
Okay.
they are a little bit tougher, because obviously they're not domestic, they're not
Right.
bred for meat.
And they're using their muscles. No,
Yeah,
they're not.
yeah,
just-
they're not just sitting around the barnyard or what have you.
Yeah, they're fighting.
And the breasts are good. Like I said, if you brine them for a couple of days, they're super tender. And I mean, if you didn't tell somebody, I think you'd be hard pressed if you prepare it correctly that they don't know that it's.
Cool. Okay, so you haven't eaten it yet.
No.
You'll have to
I really
report-
want to.
You'll have to report back. Yeah, let us know when you do. We'd love to hear about it. Okay. Anything else about the hunt or your experience that either of y'all want to share?
I mean, I'm glad we got to do it and have a ton of fun and just get a turkey.
Yeah. I mean, also, thank you for letting me come along to experience it with you. And
Oh, that's what I was going to ask.
oh, there you go. Let me see.
This is the mount.
We'll put it in the description.
That's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's really cool.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll throw that up in the video if you could send that to me.
Got your
Yeah.
shell and the beard and the.
Yeah, super cool. That's nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, love that. But yeah, no, thank you for letting me and the outdoor lore world come along to see your first hunt and first execution of a successful hunt. It's really cool. Cool that you'll have that to look back on forever.
Yeah.
Show your grandkids one day. Look what I did when I was your age. Go outside. Get off your iPad 27. So, yeah, really cool. And you do a lot of like introducing people to hunting. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I met Luke and it's like, hey, do you have anybody that, first timers or whatever that want to get out there? And he's like, yeah, let me check around. Because it's unfortunate, but there's not a lot of newer, especially like kids and whatever that are really exposed to it. Unless your family is, I think, traditional hunters and outdoorsmen or whatever. So to try and get some newer people and kind of into the mix. And so I've taken quite a few either turkey or first-time deer hunters or stuff like that, and
Probably not that many that successful first time out, or pretty
it's
high
kinda-
success rate.
it's kinda funny.
Beginner's luck.
so. Funny story. I took my nephew, who I think he was probably 7 or 8 at the time, and we went up to the same property, and it was due to rain until about 9 o'clock in the morning. And I told him, I said, he's like, I want to go turkey hunting. I'm like, all right, we'll go. And I asked him, I said, do you want to go out first thing in the morning when it's raining? He's like, no. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, it's supposed to stop about 9 o'clock. I'll be up there about 9, and then we'll go out. Because with the early season, you could hunt all day. So I wasn't really too concerned about it. So anyway, we get up there about 9 o'clock, and I didn't have a blind up at the time, so I took one, put one up, got the chair set up, put the decoys out for him, and I told him ahead of time. I said, it might be a little slow, and about 9:30, the rain stopped, and about 15 minutes later, I made the first call, and a bird immediately gobbled. And within 15 minutes, he had his first turkey at like 9:45. And I was like, all right, this...
He's like, Uncle Jeff, hunting's easy. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then the very next year, I took him out again during youth season and hunted a grand total of about 30 minutes, and he got another one.
Unbelievable.
So
unbelievable.
But then obviously I've taken people before, and
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Any special tips or things that you always try and do when you're taking a new hunter out? Because that's it's definitely a lot for especially a young person to try and process the first time. I think everything that you did made perfect sense on how to introduce them slowly and get them comfortable with the gun and all that. But anything you've noticed that really helps new hunters for that first hunt be more comfortable?
I mean, I would say just try not to put pressure on them.
Yeah.
I think that might have been with that first bird that he missed, and that might have been a little bit too much.
I think I was putting the pressure on myself.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
You
And some
also
people,
had extra pressure because you had that camera right behind you and a camera in
Yeah,
front
you
of
had
you.
an-
And
you had an
that's not
audience.
normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal to have a camera in your face. So that adds pressure to everyone. I'm sure Jeff felt more pressure with a camera right behind him, and I'm sure like every time I'm hunting and I'm trying to film something, it's 10 times harder. There's a lot more pressure when you're trying to do that. So it added unnecessary pressure to it. You did a good job handling that.
Yeah, it's way different to go out with one guy or by yourself to hunt with no cameras than to have 3 grown men watching your every move, and then all of the internet afterwards to see whether you
Tens and tens of
fail or succeed. Yeah, tens and tens. So I was very impressed with your composure, being able to keep it together as well as you did. Yeah, you had your moments shaking like a leaf, but overall you really held it together well. So
357 people.
and maybe one day more.
Hopefully.
But hopefully, yeah, absolutely. You can watch it over and over and over again and get that number up for
Pump
us.
that number
Pump that number up. Put it on a loop. Yeah. So would you consider yourself a hunter now? Are you hooked? You want to keep doing it forever?
I mean, yes. But, like, still need help a lot.
Yeah, you're not going out by yourself.
Well, I can't.
Right. Is there anything else that you'd be interested in hunting?
I really want to hunt not turkey, deer, and I want to hunt alligator.
Alligator. Well, remember I told you I was looking for a spot for you to go hunting? It
Yeah.
was a deer hunt. I got a permission for you to hunt deer youth season, if you want to.
I do.
You'll be out probably with Andrew, because I think my daughter's going to hunt with me this year. So
That's cool.
we'll both be out there, and you'll be out probably just with Andrew, because deer are a little bit different. But we'll see if we can't get a setup for Andrew and your dad to be there. But it'll probably just be you and Andrew, if you and your parents are okay with it, and if you want to do it. And we'll hopefully get you on a buck.
Yeah. That'd be
Sound like
fun.
something you'd be interested in doing?
Definitely.
All right, so we got to get you shooting a rifle now.
Do they have one kick?
We'll get you with something that you're comfortable with. We've got options for you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a little 243 that you can use that you'd be just fine with. It's like the 410 of rifles. So single shot, doesn't kick that much, but it's accurate and it'll take a deer down. So you'd be great with it. We got options.
How far do like for deer, like do they come in close with like for a rifle, like would what the one I missed, is that like a regular shot on a deer, like that far?
Totally depends. If you're in the woods and we're in early season youth hunting, you won't be able to shoot very far because you can't see very far. But if we're set up on a field, you might have a 100-yard shot. But you got good eyes. You're pretty accurate. But we'll make sure you're comfortable with it. And with deer season, if they're that far, we'll have time to quietly talk back and forth and make sure you're comfortable with it. We won't let you take any shot you're not comfortable with, because it's real easy to hit and wound a deer. So we'll make sure that you're real confident, real comfortable before you take any shot. But it's really hard to say whether it's going to be 20 yards or 200 yards. But whatever it is, we'll make sure you're feeling good about it.
What's your furthest shot?
Not very far. Not very far. Like I said, I'm a pretty green hunter myself. My deer last year I shot with a bow at about, 20 feet.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah, because it was right below me. And then I've shot a deer probably about 100 yards is probably my furthest shot.
We'll keep you within about 100 yards. We'll make sure that we're set up in a good spot where you're comfortable, and that the closest or the furthest shot you'd have is about 100 yards. So we'll get all that set up and we'll sort all that out. Make sure you've got Saturday and Sunday available for youth season. It'll be 2 days if you don't get one the first day. Okay?
When is it? September?
The last weekend in September. So clear your schedule. Cancel your baseball season.
Yeah.
And it's all day too. So if you got baseball in the morning, Sunday you'll have church in the morning. So it might be 2 afternoons. It might be a morning and an afternoon. We'll sort it all out, but we'll get you out there. And
Normally
I'm fine
better in the
canceling
afternoon during the
baseball.
early season.
I'm fine
anyway,
not going to baseball.
well, sitting all day at that time of year is pretty rough because you're going to be soaked in sweat. So
You can either sit behind a plate or you can sit in a deer stand.
yeah.
Sit behind in the deer stand.
I've made the mistake of taking somebody on a youth apprentice hunt, and we sat all day, sun up to sundown, and it was about 94 degrees most of the day. And then about 10 minutes before dark, we shot a buck. So
Worth
we
it.
literally could have saved, because you got 12 hours of light, we could have saved 11 hours and, done something else.
Gone out there at 5 o'clock and then called it
We
good.
easily could have walked in at 7 o'clock and killed that deer, and had no issues and not been dehydrated and soaked in sweat. So it's definitely a different deer hunting experience, but you get to hunt basically summer deer with a rifle, when they're really not geared up for hunters at that time of the year, because deer are different than turkeys, where as the season goes, the deer are educated and they know a little bit more and they're a lot more careful. So you'll be in good shape to hopefully get you and my daughter on one. Maybe we'll get 2 of them down.
Let's bring a lot of apples.
A lot of apples. I think I've still got some in my bag.
They turned to apple cider at that point. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
You having a good summer?
Yeah.
Good.
I
Glad.
bet it's so hot.
It's real hot. Real hot. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I enjoyed it.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
it all came together and
Yeah.
it
It's really fun.
yeah.
It's really fun. It was
a good day.
it's one of my best hunting memories already, and it'll be hard to top. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah, good.
I told you right after the fact, but my heart rate was higher for you to shoot the turkey than it was when I shot my first buck. I was like, you could feel it. You could probably see it through my neck. It was boom, 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 boom. Right as it was walking up, I was freaking out. I can only imagine how juiced you were. So appreciate you letting us be a part of it.
And thanks again, Jeff, for
Yeah, absolutely.
taking him and coming on with us.
Yeah.
And we want to have you
Thank
back
you.
on to talk about African safaris and
Oh, yeah.
all the kinds of good hunting stories.
Yeah.
So, and thanks Kevin and Sarah for letting him come with us. We had a great time and appreciate everybody tuning in and you guys coming on the podcast with us. So thank y'all.
Good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Jackson.